Welcome back, traders. Today was kind of a rough day. There was a news catalyst that caused Bitcoin to fall. It was related to FTX. Yeah, they're dumping the market again because of their actions. It's kind of a nothing burger as far as I'm concerned. Basically, they've really, it came out that FTX is going to um, liquidate, was it $1.4 billion worth of assets into the open market sometime in the next, year or so, and they're going to do it at a rate of between 100 and 200 million dollars a week. Um, it's really going to have not a lot of impact on the market overall, but the news catalyst was huge in terms of the movement. I mean, it was almost as big of a move as, or actually, it was as big, if not bigger, than a move than the grayscale announcement the other week. Right here, you can see that move went from 25,000 up to 20, almost 7,000, 26,500, and this news took us in a much faster rate, mind you, from 25,500 something down to 24,900. So same thing as the grayscale news, but in the opposite direction. Anyways, we bottomed out down here, kind of completely threw off these drawings I made here. So I'm thinking it might be time to get rid of those now. Those don't matter anymore. Sorry, they weren't right. Eventually we'll get back up into this box. I don't see us hanging out here too long. Price really did not like being down here under the $25,000 mark for now. But that took us into some seriously important levels on the miners. Bit Farms. Look at this. Bit Farms. I said Bit Farms was in an upward move, unless it took out this low here at 120, and it played around at 124. This is a 2 hour chart, or 2 hour candles. So 2, 4, 6 hours. It's stuck to between 122 and 120. And then when it broke 120, it did so dramatically and went all the way down to 110, which is where the bottom of my box here is and has been. And as I mentioned before, the line in the sand is $1.09. If it goes and closes below $1.09, we're probably headed back down to this downward channel, and I'll have to extend it somewhere over here. If it breaks below that, we're going under $1. That's just reality. If it goes beneath and stays beneath $1.09, where all of the support is here, we're going down to this support in this region here between 92 and 80 cents. That's just what's going to happen. So we're at the line in the sand right now. Price needs to reverse. It can go down to 109. It can flash beneath 109. It just can't do a daily close below 109, or we're going under $1. That's it. But it's in my buy zone here right now. It's at the bottom of my buy zone, actually. So I've actually been buying more Bit Farms. Marathon Digital, I also bought a little bit more Marathon Digital. If you look at Marathon Digital, it also went just right up to the very top of my little box here, and now it's just hanging out, waiting for the next move. It's probably going to go and dip below $10 as it did today, and I've just been buying a little bit more. If you look at Marathon Digital, it's actually been sticking kind of pretty close to, let me get rid of this other filter. It's been sticking pretty close to this downward channel all that I drew from the top of it, from the top of the move all the way down here. It's just been kind of staying in it, breaking out of it periodically down here at the bottom, and that was it. So I think we're going to stay in this downward channel, probably flatten out down here around just above $9 and then curl back around. Now that is, of course, as long as Bitcoin doesn't have a big negative catalyst. That's that. I do think that cup and handle is not 100% out yet, but it would have to do a very aggressive reversion to get back to it. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off because I don't think it's going to happen like that anymore. It is not 100% negated, but it's like 90%. So I'm not too concerned about it. This line here is done. So right now, yeah, we're watching the box, watching the downward channel. What I really think is it's going to come down. It's going to meet intense support around 920, flatten out, maybe stay there for a while, maybe flash down to like 850 or something for a day or two, and then we'll see ourselves going up. In fact, I'll just draw that on here. I'm thinking something like this, and we'll go, and then we might see like a, and then we'll start climbing back up, probably get stuck above this, and then on our way up from there. Let's lock that down and see if that happens. If not, oh well, I made a, I was wrong again. Not a big deal. All I needed to be right about is that price will eventually go up and exceed this $20 mark here and exceed the higher mark later. Let's see how Bit Digital did. Bit Digital is still aggressively going down in this downward channel. We are on a fast track for this level here at the 170, 180, 177, 180 range. I don't really see anything down here that's going to stop us from getting there. I'm thinking we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna hit down to the 180, maybe even to the 160 range, and that's where I'll accumulate more. I haven't been buying any more right now. I have some $2 puts that I sold that will probably get triggered, and I will end up buying Bit Digital at that $2 level. That's okay. I'm okay with that. It is significantly below my current cost basis, so I'm okay with that. I also have some $1.50 puts that I sold on Bit Digital that I don't think those will get triggered because it would have to go all the way down to here and stay down there long enough for them to get assigned to me. So I'm not too concerned about those, but the $2 ones I'm pretty sure are going to get assigned. And like I said, I'm okay with that. That doesn't really bother me too much. One thing I will note here is if we look at the RSI that I have down here, and we look at the price, there's a divergence here. So we have a much lower price right now and a much higher RSI. So let's do this real quick. We got from our low here to here, that's going in an upward direction. Let me grab this. And then price that whole time is going in a downward direction. So that's a divergence. So when this changes, when we get a break of structure in the opposite direction, that should be pretty dramatic. We should see a pretty big move, probably above back into this box up here once it breaks. And I have this pink line here because I noted this like a day or two ago to myself. I don't know if I mentioned it, but that's what this pink line here is representing. This is the line I'm waiting for it to go above, back test, and then slingshot off of to go up back to the $3 level. That's what I'm waiting for. That's it. Right now, we're in a pretty good accumulation zone. The accumulation continues. Bitfarms is at a pretty great price. It's at the line in the sand. I would watch to see what it does here. It could flash down and then slingshot back up. But if it closes below this dash line here, that's it. It's going to go much lower. So I'm waiting. Marathon Digital, I bought a little bit at this level, around $10. I think it could go lower. As I said, it could flash down into the $8 range before taking off again. So I'm just kind of watching that right now. Bit Digital, I think this is a straight shot down to this 180 level probably, and then it will come back above this pinkish line here, back test it after going above it, and then slingshot off at some point in the future. So that's what we're looking at right now, just accumulating. That's what we're doing. We're accumulating, we're waiting. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a profitable day.